Hmm. Well, this is my week 7 reflection paper on being whole and well with someone. So one night, my boyfriend and I were in a study room on West Campus at UW talking about what we wanted for our futures. He brought it up, spurred by the many times that I said I needed to do better to myself, seeing that I was presenting my worries and reflections onto him. In the middle of that conversation, he opened up in a way he doesn't always do. He told me he wants to become an electrical engineer because his major is electrical engineering, and not just for the financial stability of it, that it would offer him, but because he wants to inspire his family and others to believe that whatever they want for their lives can actually come true. He talked about wanting to give back to people who has supported his family along the way, including his family, his friends, and extended family. That sense of responsibility is what drives him, knowing there are people who have taken care of him who also deserve to be taken care of in return. Then the conversation shifted towards our families, like his and mine. And he said something that stayed with me, that one day he wants to help take care of my family and my siblings too. I understood immediately what that meant, that he was offering to take on a responsibility that already felt heavy to me on my own. But to him, it didn't sound like a burden. He talked about it as if it was something he wanted to accomplish, not something he was resigned to carrying. Hearing him say that touched me, but it also made me think about my own role in it. I don't want him to be the only one holding that weight. If he's willing to see supporting both our families as a responsibility rather than a burden, I know I need to work just as hard, to be a partner who shares that weight with him rather than letting him carry it alone. I remember also telling him at some point that my parents' standards for a partner is someone who would be able to take care of them financially. Rather than feeling pressured by that, it motivated him even further. It became one more reason for him to keep working towards the future he already wanted for himself and his family, but also with a clearer sense of what it could mean for mine too. What stood out to me the most that night wasn't just what he said, but why he said it. He wasn't looking for reassurance or for me to tell him that his goals were realistic. He believes manifestation matters, that speaking a goal out loud is a part of what makes it real. So telling me about it wasn't being taken care of, wasn't about being taken seriously by someone else. It was about putting those words out into the world. This connects to some of this week's resources. Audre Lorde's writing on transforming silence into language and action is relevant here, since what he shared with me in that study room was something he doesn't say often, and choosing to voice it out loud in the middle of the night in a quiet room was its own kind of action. Closer to his belief in manifestation to, than to needing to be heard by me specifically. Malala Yousafzai's noble speech about believing change and a better future are possible even in from difficult circumstances echoes the same hope he expressed about inspiring his families and others to believe their goals are achievable. Washington and Evans' concept of becoming an ally, also applies in the sense that hearing someone's vision for their own wholeness sometimes asks something of the listener in return, not to validate it, but to share in it. Hearing how he felt that night and understanding that he was working toward what he was working toward motivated me to be my best self too, and to share in that same goal and responsibility, not just to support it from the outside, but work alongside him in it.